Starting in 3, 2, 1. What's up guys, Sam Adams here, and today we're going to be talking about the Elite Xbox One wireless controller coming later this year around October 31st to the Xbox One directly from Microsoft. And of course I'm going to be talking about the competitor SCUF controllers, who's already has out the SCUF One, which is their customizable Xbox One controller, as well as a SCUF Infinity One coming out later this year around the same time as the Microsoft Elite controller. So I thought that it was a pretty interesting rivalry, and I was just going to kind of talk about what price would you pay for one of these Elite wireless controllers from Microsoft, since they are priced at $150, and I'll be comparing it to the SCUF, and in general just kind of having a discussion about customizable controllers and the professional league kind of thing. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, let's go ahead and get into it. So as long as I've been here on YouTube, I remember the guys that I follow talking about some kind of SCUF affiliation, because I used to be really into the Call of Duty side of things on YouTube. So it'd be like, you know, go over to scufgaming.com/onlyusemeblade and get 15% off your purchase if you use the code BLADE. And so, you know, I would do that kind of thing, but I never ordered a SCUF. But everyone seemed to talk about them, everyone seemed to use them, and pretty much they are and were the elite kind of controllers to use. You could add paddles to the back that you could map certain buttons to, and you could even do some electromagnetic stuff where you could remap certain buttons to these paddles that was a little bit extra. Now you can change out the thumbsticks, you can do hair triggers and change all of that stuff, and you could order a personalized controller online with a total different paint job, totally different LED lighting on the front part of the controller, and it was just a really cool kind of thing, and still is if you think about it. And there's even an option where you can send in your own controller, and the base model for that is about $70.95 if I remember correctly, and you can just get your old controller back with a new paint job, pretty much just the Los Santos customs of controllers. That's the way that I view SCUF. Another thing is that there is a professional store, which is pretty much where you can buy branded kinds of SCUF controllers. You know, YouTubers like Ali-A, a couple of other ones like the FaZe clans and Optic clans, different kinds of MLG teams. MLG itself has two different kinds of controllers that I saw, and it was all pretty interesting stuff. And these controllers range from $109 all the way up to hundreds of dollars if you want in-depth customization. But it's just kind of like cool that you can make your own controller basically online. The current version of the SCUF One is being held back by one major issue, and that's that you can't really remap the back paddles. Obviously you can if you get a special version of the controller, but in general it's pretty locked down and you can't remap the face buttons at all. So they're trying to kind of, implement new ideas over at SCUF, so they're coming out with the Infinity One later this year, probably around Q3, same time as the Xbox One Elite wireless controller, that lets you change out the thumbsticks, lets you change out the kind of D-pad that you have, lets you change pretty much the entirety of the controller. You can even change the sensitivity of the triggers on the back using this little locking mechanism that's kind of like a SCUF key, and I thought that that was pretty interesting, but that is going to be starting at $119. So right now you can buy a SCUF starting at around $70 if you send in your own and get the base model, and then of course you can go all the way up, like I said, to hundreds of dollars, and then that's where the Xbox One wireless controller comes into play. So this Elite Xbox One wireless controller was of course announced at E3, and it pretty much took the world by storm except for the price, which people are kind of on the fence about. But I was thinking it should be probably priced around $80, and then I looked at the website and then I compared it to a SCUF, and this thing is totally worth the $150 if you are an elite gamer, as Microsoft tends to put it, which is kind of an embarrassing thing to admit, especially if you're in public in a crowd of people, maybe girls. But if you are actually an elite gamer and you like to have that customization of the SCUF, this is the one to go for. Pretty much you can remap all of the face buttons, all of the triggers. It comes with 4 paddles on the back as opposed to 2, which SCUF is pretty much standard for having 2 different paddles on the back, and you can go up to 4. You can change out the D-pad, you can change out like thumbsticks, you can do hair triggers on the back. Everything a SCUF can do, multiply that by 10 and then put that one on the Xbox One Elite wireless controller for a $150 price point, which is the price point of the current SCUF. And it doesn't even match up. Actually, the current SCUFs are the old versions of the Xbox One controllers. Let me just go ahead and grab one right here and knock my chapstick off. But as you can see, there is no 3.5mm headphone jack on this thing. So what that is telling me is that the new one is going to have the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, so you don't have to use the adapter like I have on this Xbox One controller right here. You can just plug in your headphones and play, or headset and play, and that's what's going to be really cool. The current SCUF does not have that, and presumably the reason for the Infinity One coming out later this year is that SCUF is going to use those new controllers to create that kind of competition with the Microsoft Elite Xbox One wireless controller that it really needs to survive. Quite frankly, the only place I can see this controller, the new Elite Xbox One controller, surviving is with the people that are currently using SCUF, and that is the professionals. And considering the amount of stuff that you get for your 150, it is definitely in the cards to take out SCUF. I can totally see this being a SCUF killer because it comes with a carrying case, interchangeable parts, a whole bunch of different thumbsticks, and when you buy a SCUF, you just get the bare necessities. Nothing more, nothing less. You just get exactly what you order, and then you just kind of roll with that. And you can buy upgrade kits, and you can buy new SCUFs, but with the Xbox One Elite, you never have to do that, and that's pretty dang cool. I think that this is a pretty awesome move on Microsoft to create this controller, because Microsoft has been claiming for a long time that with the upcoming release of Windows 10, they are going for the gaming audience yet again. Windows 10 is integrated with Xbox One and all Windows devices. You can stream to different things. They just announced backwards compatibility on Xbox One with Xbox 360 games, and then this new Elite wireless controller, they are absolutely making me fall in love with them yet again, even though I was totally on the PlayStation side of things. With the games coming out, Halo 5, Gears of War Ultimate, Gears 4, it is looking to be an awesome year to be a Microsoft and Xbox gamer, and I absolutely can't wait to check out this controller when it comes out, because I think that this is the time that I'm finally going to get into the customized controller game, I guess. There's no reason not to. It's so freaking good. So you guys can check out this nice little thing that someone on Reddit made here, where it compares all of the features, and the C's stand for customizable, the R's stand for remappable, and you can just check that out right there. And so pretty much, as you can see, the SCUF One is nowhere to be found. It's not even in the same ballpark as the other two. If you look at the Xbox One Elite controller, you can see that there are a lot of yeses there, and that means that you can remap a lot of stuff, you can customize pretty much everything, and it comes with a lot of the stuff that you would normally have to pay extra for on the SCUF side of things. And then that SCUF Infinity One, it's a little bit better than the SCUF One, but there are a lot of asterisks, and those asterisks mean that you're going to have to pay extra to get those certain advantages and features. And quite frankly, the Elite controller is just, it's stepping its game up, and it's showing SCUF how to do it. So there you guys have it. If you've enjoyed this video, drop me a like down below and comment what you think about this new Microsoft Elite Xbox One wireless controller. For $150, would you pick one up? Would it be better if it was $80? What would your price be to actually purchase one of these things? And if you are new to the channel, don't forget to head over and check out some of my other videos. Upload new stuff like 4 or 5 days a week, so there's always something new to check out when you drop by here on the channel to watch some gaming videos. And as always, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for checking out this video. I'll talk to you soon. Keep playing those games. Keep enjoying life. Peace.